Hey my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome to all of you. I am glad you're here. I hope you're glad you're here. Let's get right to it. This is your Divine Daily Blast. Here we go. Let's see. I almost pushed the finish button. Angel numerology 10 reduces to a 1. Now, sometimes, well, all the time, whenever the daily numbers add up to a 10, it will reduce back down to a 1. But what I've discovered in numerology and in angel numbers is that the 0 is all about divine messages. The energy is where one thing or situation or story or whatever's going on in your life has completely ended. And there is a divine reverence for being present, awake to the pre-dawn of what's going to happen next. It's a bit like spiraling, cycling, and some patterns repeat and some patterns lift up. Some patterns in our lives show us how far we've come since the last instance of it, and some patterns of our life tell us we've got to kind of repeat things. So this is like a pre-dawn of a new era, of a new life, of new energy. And it's interesting that this should be happening in the first quarter of the moon. So if you're into tarot and you've got your tarot decks out there, pull out the World card, the Dreamer card, but also big nugget, God, the creator, the universe, the purveyor of everything in creation, carries this 10 or 0 energy. Now, if we go with a 1, which is the new beginnings, the adventures, if you will, 1 in a tarot deck is the Magician card. That means you got the ability to make magic happen even though the magic hasn't manifested. So with this being said, it is the spark of the creation. It is joyful wishes coming true. Not so much about the financial, but everything. And I've said for a little while, and other psychics, people who kind of work with the light, they've said there's a collapsing of what no longer works. Like Archangel Michael is saying, cut the ties that bind you to people, places, situations, stories, drama, nonsense. Cut the ties in front of you, behind you, above you, below you, to the left of you, to the right of you. In other words, spin. And as you spin, like the brushes of a car wash, see all that negativity, all that darkness, all that fear, all that debauchery. See it just flinging all over the place, but not towards you. Now, a number 1 number works with the 9 of cups or the 9 of water, depending on what deck you're using. And you can pull in the extra help from Archangel Uriel and Archangel Raziel with this number 1 or 10-1 power. It's about expansion. It's about looking at the bigger picture. What's really truly interesting about this is that the moon has moved into the mysterious, magical sign of Scorpio. And basically the message is saying that the collective consciousness is about to wake up. Because the moon's cycle into Scorpio is dramatic. It's powerful. It's a perfect day to explore your spiritual side through a gathering of like-minded individuals. So what does that mean for you? You may want to lead a group. You might want to get onto YouTube or your socials and have a dig into how other people practice their spiritual awakening or what they do in times of adversity. Right, so moving right along, I've added these isms to fit the numbers and the planets of expansion. So get yourself to a space where you can spiritually open yourself up to more expansion. What does more love look like? More romance, more business, more joy, more peace, more money, more abundance, more everything. And you can even affirm, I am peace, I am love, I am happiness, I am joy, and I am enough. Love is my compass needle, like thinking about a compass and you point to your North Star. And your North Star is love. If you close your eyes, you picture the face of a compass pointing north. You allow your imagination to travel up past the North Star and see whatever colours you can see. As if you're looking at the Northern Lights, what colours are they? What is your imagination showing you and telling you? If you're still overly bothered by what's going on in the world, and there are some pretty horrendous atrocities happening. And what's also interesting, our spiritual brothers and sisters, our collective consciousness is working hard all over the world. Those of us who care about our fellow brothers and sisters of the planet, our fellow humans, are compassionate to the needs of those who are in war-torn areas of the world, war-torn regions. No matter where that is, the light of consciousness, the light of love, the light of peace, romance, all of those things are rising up to increase the energetic level. But what's also happening, what I'm also being guided to tell you, is that the collective energy that is up above, past the North Star, past the compass, is also hearing it. They're also energetically bringing the light, and that is the love, the compassion, the peace, the harmony, the truth. It's also expanding it. So as above, so below. You've heard that. All of you've heard that. And so the larger consciousness, the universal consciousness, are bringing people together in the energy of love, in the energy of peace, in the energy of truth, and doing their best to help us work through the physical stresses, constraints, controversies that are here, doing whatever we can to help in any way we can, giving us the ability to serve others the best way we know how. Here's a message from the guardian angels. We are omnipresent, so we can be anywhere and everywhere all at once. Don't hesitate to ask for our help with any task, big or small. There is no limit to how my guardian angels can assist me. I can ask for angelic help with anything I need. I've shared with you stories, and others have shared with me their stories of when things looked a little bit daunting, tough, challenging, upsetting, and it could have gone a certain way and it didn't. Placing their hands in faith and reminding themselves that it's going to be okay. I'm meant to be facing this, but I'm going to get through it. I'm going to see the way through it. I'm going to be given the way through it. We may not have the way through it right at the time that we want to see it, but there is a way through it. Here is another angel activation this week, is hope. I trust in the ease and flow of life. We have to trust it. Not to be bogged down by the horrific or horribilizing or catastrophizing things. This is a time to learn and adapt, being invited to slow down, take your time. Take in the current moment. Stop putting too much pressure and expectation upon yourself. That's a journey away from where we're supposed to go. That's a journey away from our natural attention to detail and the expression of our creativity. Creativity is where we get as close to the divine consciousness as we can possibly get, to create something that did not exist before, to make something new of something that perhaps needed a bit of an uplift, an uptick. We have Hathor, I can't really pronounce this name, and I'm sorry. The cow god that's a light activator, accelerating, brilliant. And she's suggesting, or they are suggesting, because I don't think these gods, goddesses have genders, that we stand in our own light. I checked in with Beatrice and Gertrude, and they were standing in front of this beautiful, very pale pink temple. They were either side, in awe. And the message that Beatrice brought was to be in awe, AWE, of all the goodness, all the light, all the love that you can possibly be in front of. Here's 2 cards that flew out. Do not settle. Well, this is interesting. This is a number 10. Don't settle for less. You are a child of the divine, and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Do not give up. This is where ambitious dreams, with the help of Scorpio and your spiritual conscious communities, have it happen. And this one, welcome abundance into your life. If you have been feeling, as I have, pushed against it, own up to whatever you need to own up to. In my case, it is, I trusted that business was going to get better. I trusted that my hair salon was going to thrive after the COVID, and it didn't. And I sat in the soup of sadness. I sat in the soup of sorry. I sat in the soup of getting into debt, thinking that I need to put my groceries and other bills on a credit card. Well, guess what? 2 years ago, I realized this is getting insane. I have to do something about it. And I did. I told a different story. I went and looked for help. And I keep looking for help. I do things like this, and I tell my truth, because at some point or another I had to work through that terrible, awful feeling of shame and guilt and all this other stuff for slapping mess on credit cards. That's not the way I was raised, wasn't the way I was brought to, and I had to reconcile the story that I didn't do it on purpose. It wasn't intentional. It was, I have a need, and this is where the need's going to get met. Unfortunately, one of the laws of abundance is living within your means and not spending where you don't have it to spend. But, you know, there is a way out. I found a way out. I'm working through it, and it feels good to do it. Here is the second card. Prosperity is on its way for you, to you. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. Source always heals financial challenges. It's not the energy, it's not the job of the divine to bring us the forgiveness. We have to forgive ourselves. We have to get to the point of, I did this, I own up to it. Then we can go to our inner being or higher self or divine higher purpose, if you will, and say, guardian angels, there's no limit to how you're going to assist me and help me with this. And move on from it. Don't repeat it. Don't be like, ugh. Be grateful that you got the opportunity to use whatever you got to use, but now it's time to move past it, move through it, move beyond it. Alright, my friends, I think that's it. Think of blue butterflies and golden coins showering you from every single angle you can think of. Until tomorrow, bye for now.